What's up, guys? This is going to be a brief video on what the ORB is, what the ORB is not. And my lawn guys are outside cutting the yard, so if you hear that noise, just ignore it. So before the market opens, we should be plotting our pre-market levels. This is yesterday's chart, so we're pretending today has not even started yet. So here's a level here we can use from yesterday, right here, that touched multiple times. And it lines up with the pre-market. Here's a level here that lines up with the pre-market that yesterday touched, as well as pre-market. I want to go up close as possible so we can make sure we're at pre-market levels as well as yesterday's levels. Okay, maybe right about here. We got one, two. We got a lot going on right here. Yeah. So that's perfect. Okay, so we got here, and we got here from this morning. Okay. So when I do my levels, I try to align pre-market with some of the levels from the previous day. So that's number one. The open range breakout is the breakout of this range here of your levels. The open range breakout is now the market is open. Let me buy on the first candle of the first color. Just because the market opens green does not mean the open range is green. Okay? So, market opened this morning. And here we go. The open range breakout. This is the range and this is the breakout. So, it broke to the upside, but it did not hold. When it broke here, it had resistance. So at what point were we going to wait for the level to break out? You have to let it break out of the range. And for some reason, I'm not sure why everybody is using the 1 minute chart. The 1 minute chart will really, show more information, but it may show too much information. But even here, if you use the 1 minute chart, you still have the range. It's still not broken out to the upside. It still hasn't broken to the downside as of yet. It never broke to the downside until right here at 9:05. So if you're marking your pre-market levels, those are the range. You need to wait till it breaks out of the range, and that is what is called the open range breakout. The open range breakout is not how the market opens and I'm going with it. No, that's not what it is. So if you were to do the 1 minute chart, or you can simply use this indicator that I've done on a previous video, the ORB 5 minute with pre-market data. It draws the line perfectly. The lines it meet up right where my lines are up here. So even if I did not have this line, and I use only the levels of this indicator, you would see the breakout. Even though it's still consolidated a little here, trying to get back above it, it never could. So now this level here is resistance. When you're seeing resistance and rejections, that's when you know, okay, it's rejecting multiple times. I need to be looking for an entry on a put. Not immediately grabbing a put, but let me look for an entry point at a rejection area on a put. You don't want to wait till the market gets down here to get your put. You want to get in at a rejection area. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas here of rejection. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, multiple here of rejections where you put about one put here, one here, one here, one here. All at the top. You buy your puts at the top. You buy your calls at the bottom. So the open range breakout is the breakout of the current day's range. It's not jump in when the market opens. Even if you put on your indicators, I have I think 13 and the 34 on here. And you can clearly wait for it to snap together and break out. That would have been a perfect entry here once it tighten up. When you see a EMA, a SMA, the MACD, whatever it is, get tight, it's about to break out to the upside or the downside. In this case, we knew the downside because it was below this low here of the day. So only because we saw these green candles, we hopped in calls thinking it was up. We got a little bit of green here and think it's up, but the MACD was not up strong. It was just a little green because the candles were a little green. So I hope that we can learn from today and start plotting our pre-market levels so we know when to look for the breakout and not just get in because the market opens. That's not a breakout. The orb is not the open range. Let me get in kind of strategy. It's me. The market is now open and it's me sitting here waiting for it to break up or me sitting here waiting for it to break down, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whether it's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, whenever it breaks out of this range that I have already pre-marked or that this indicator has plotted for me, that's when I enter the market for the open range breakout. You want the market to break out of a range in order to enter the market. I hope this helps someone. Have a great day and really be careful with this trading the orb strategy because it's the hottest thing on the market. It's the quickest way to be in the streets, the quickest way to demolish your account. It's the quickest way to end your trading business. Have a great day.